Welcome to Mindful March and our second session together. I'm Stefanie Lachenauer. I'm a member of the Montgomery Rocky Hill Municipal Alliance. I'm a 7th and 8th grade teacher in Montgomery Upper Middle School, and I'm a certified mindfulness teacher. I teach mindfulness in school, in professional developments, in workshops, and privately for children, teens, and adults. And I am so glad that you're here to practice with us today. So in our last session, we practiced mindfulness of sound. So we can use our senses to help us to stay present in the moment. Today, we're going to explore using our vision, our sight, to help us to stay present and to help us to orient to the space that we're in. You can use this practice anywhere at any time, which is one of the great things about mindfulness. But one of the places I like to use this is when I'm entering into a new space or in a new time, or sometimes when I just need to reconnect myself back into where I am when I've been on the computer for a long time. This works great before and after Zoom calls or in between, and that also can be very soothing for your eyes. So let's get started. For this practice, you can be wherever you are, so you're welcome to sit or stand or wherever you are right now, as long as you can see around the space you're in. That's perfect. And we're going to survey the space that we're in right now. And doing so, like perhaps you're like a lion on a rock, just gently looking around the space, slowly surveying and noticing as much as you can about the space that you're in. Noticing what things are in the space. Paying attention as if this may be the first time you're entering this space. Noticing what feelings or thoughts come up as you begin this practice and as you notice the space you're in. You might start looking at the walls, maybe tracing the walls around you, and noticing that place where the wall and the ceiling meet. When you've made your way around the room, you might start to notice the colors that you see in this space. Are there any dominant colors here? Are they more bright and bold? Are they subtle and subdued? Do you notice any textures in the space that you're in? Is there anything else that you can notice from being here? And gently surveying the room, moving slowly, and gently bringing your attention back to the screen. Noticing how that felt to go from looking farther away and then bringing that focus back in to technology again. So orienting to our space can help us to be mindful and present in our environment. This is a great thing to do in new places, but it can also be really interesting to try in a place you've been many times. Are you able to notice something new? Did the space feel different to you? What things came up as you were looking around the space? Any thoughts or feelings? I invite you to try this practice again at some point. Again in a new space, maybe in a space you're familiar with, maybe even in nature as the weather starts to get warmer or even as it's still cold out. Noticing what nature is like as you glance around. What things can you find that have been there all along that maybe you didn't see? So for this next section of our practice today, if you have children around who you'd like to bring into this practice. This is a really fun game, I think, for kids to play. My students sometimes enjoy this one too, and I like to play this one as well. This is my favorite waiting in line at the food store game. So when I'm waiting in line for the food store and I'm feeling like a little bit annoyed, like I'm ready to rush out of there, and maybe I'm not in the mood for finding my anchor breath or noticing my breathing, I'll sometimes play this game. So I invite you to try it today with me. So we're going to start by looking around our space, and I'd like you to count the shades of green that you see. So looking around your space, count the shades of green. I'll give you about 20 seconds and go. All right, that was 20 seconds. How many shades of green were you able to find? Great, we're gonna try again now with shades of blue. Ready? 20 seconds, find as many shades of blue as you can see. Great job. How many did you find? Awesome. All right, let's look around the room for things that are the color of orange, so different shades of orange. Ready, set, go. All right, that was 20 seconds. How many did you find? We'll do one more together. So we'll look for things that are the color purple. It's different shades of purple. Ready, set, go. All right, and we'll stop here. So we tried 4 different colors and we looked and counted the different shades. What did you notice? What did you notice when you were looking for different shades of a color? Was anything surprising to you? And what might this inform us that we might be able to use as a lesson later? Were there more shades than you thought? Are there many different options in between? So I invite you to play this game again later, or continue it right now. There's plenty more colors that you can play with, and you can change the variety of this lesson to this game to however you'd like to. And I'd love to hear from you. So if you do play this game and you want to share what that was like for you, I'd love to hear what you liked, how you played it, maybe where you played it. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to hearing how you use your sense of sight to help you to find more presence in your day. See you next time.